Hey guys, my name is SENIAC and welcome to what this could potentially be a new series of this game called Software Inc. Now already I play a series called Game Dev Tycoon and it's kind of similar in a sense. I put in quotation large brackets kind of, because what I mean by that is we are basically a software / development company who can build games but also can build other types of software, from applications to websites to even operating systems, and there's a lot more. But the difference is we actually build. It's kind of like Game Dev Tycoon meets The Sims, so to speak. I put it in commas. Right, so I played this on stream a few weeks back and I totally sucked at it because I purchased the game 30 minutes before I streamed it, so I had no knowledge of the game. But the past few weeks I've been playing a little bit in the background and I think I understand the basic knowledge of how to play Software Inc. Now it's very exciting, and if you do enjoy this episode and you want me to turn this into a series, then make sure you hit that like button down below and you leave a sweet comment so I can turn this into a series if you do enjoy it. So we're going to start a new game. Right then, it's so weird. This is my character. He has amazing graphics. You can see a little bit of his butt there tearing through the jeans because this guy has got those abs on the butt. Right, so let's start with our company name. So I'm going to kind of combine my own name with what the game basically is. So I'm going to call it, the game's called Software Inc. So I'm going to call it SeniSoft or SeniWare. Let's go SeniSoft. Kind of like Microsoft. SeniSoft. That sounds pretty cool. My name. Let's put my name in. SENIAC. I am a male. And now we get to choose what my character's like. It's so cool. With his... He walks like a robot. Like, you know, computer says no and all that. Let's change hair. Now, weirdly enough, you're very limited to what you can create on your character. And we have two hairstyles. We've got... No, I can't do it that way. I've got balding or not balding. And I'm not balding, so we're going to keep it like that. Hair colour? Is that no, a bit darker. Oh my goodness. Can I go a little bit darker? I've got dark brown hair. Let's apply that. Okay, face. We can't really change the face. We can change the colour of the skin. There we go. She's starting to look a little bit like me. Upper body? Wait, no, lower body. So I can either have trousers or 3/4 lengths, which are a little bit longer than shorts. We're going to stick with trousers. Yes. Can I change the colour of my shoes? Is that an option? I don't believe it is. We'll keep them like kind of dark blue. They're like jeans. Upper body. Ooh, we can go jumper with jacket, jumper or t-shirt. Let's go with a t-shirt. I feel like a nice white t-shirt because that's kind of like my style. I like to wear white t-shirts and blue jeans. Not so much black shoes or trainers, but there we go. That's as close as I'm going to get to me anyway. But we also get to change my personality. So, I'm generous and optimistic. I'm generous. I wouldn't say I'm optimistic. Ooh, a flirt. I could be a flirt. Ooh. I could, you know, at the Christmas parties, speak to Sharon, who's one of my work colleagues. You never know. Short-tempered, goofy, pessimistic, extrovert, stubborn. Now, I think optimistic is probably the best one out of all of them. Is it the same over here? Generous? Yeah, I think they're the best qualities / traits you could probably have out of all those categories you can choose from. So let's keep those. Okay, so my skills. Now, this is very important. At the start of the game, we're going to be a lot of programming and stuff like that. So I think it's best my character is very good at programming. Not too much because I want everything else to be kind of there. Maybe not so much on marketing because we can hire marketers and stuff like that. Let's maybe a little bit up more. That's okay. Now, specialization. My design specialization, I suppose it should be 2D. Code specialization. System sounds like Cody. And art and design are kind of the same, aren't they? We'll keep them as it is. So we're going to select now starting money. We're going to keep it as it is, which is £6,000. I have this in Great British money, as you can choose what currency you like to run in. The starting year is 1980, and I'm going to select it. What can I have? The forest, the city, the desert, or the tundra? Let's stick with the forest. Difficulty, yeah. I still only have a basic knowledge, so I'm going to keep it on easy. And days in the month, we're going to keep it as 1, as we want to progress as quite quick as we possibly can. So then, let's go. Software Inc. Let's do this, start game. Okay, so now it's going to generate the market, simulating it up until 1980. So this is the land that we give them. This is it. I can zoom out, I can zoom in. Now, initially, if I go to build mode, we're given a grid. We can expand by purchasing more, but initially, I've got 6,000, which I could have chose to had more. I think you can choose to have up to 300,000, but that would be kind of cheating, and I don't want to cheat. So we need to build an office. Now, we've only got 6,000, so we have to build our own kind of development company. So I'm going to start nice and simple and small, because I don't want to... I only got 6k, remember, guys, so I can't waste too much money. So let's start. Should we start right in the corner? Why not? Right. That's, oh my god, that's 4k already. I think 6 by 8. That's quite a bit of money, but that's where most of our money is going to simply go, purely in building this room. So there's a few things we need to do to the room before we can get things going, as there is not enough light here, add windows or lamps, and there is not a way to get in the room, so either add doors or an elevator. Now we can clone, we got rooms there, we can construct and furnish. There's also a way to pattern the room, where we can add nice funky designs to it. I don't know whether I should do that right now. It's the exterior. I could turn it into a brick wall. That's good. We got interior. How do I change the colours? I forgot how to change the colours. I think I'll leave it as it is now. I don't want to go too crazy with it. Let's just keep it nice and plain and basic. So then, we need to add some windows to this place. Now I have the choice of adding small windows or large windows. What's the price difference? The 24 on the large, and okay, it's double the price, but I feel like the large window will let more light in. So I place it along the road here. We get a nice view of the road. Is it going to cost me $24 a time? I can hold shift and place down multiple. Oh, that's pretty sweet. We got. Oh my god! I thought that was the sea then. Well, it's not. It's just the end of the map. Let's pretend that's the sea. We got a sea view. Oh goodness me! Right, so we got the windows in. Before I place in the door, because I'm not sure where I want to place the door in, I'm going. No, actually, yeah. Let's place my door in. Should I go center to the room? I can't really go center. I got a choice of a sliding glass door or a standard door. I feel like going fancy and having a sliding door. Maybe I should have changed this up a bit. I don't know. Let's place my door in there. Beware. What's that say? Beware door? Oh my goodness. Right, we got a door. We got some windows. Let's furnish this room. We've only got 2,000 left, which doesn't seem a lot, but some of the stuff is quite cheap. So we're going to place in our first desk. Now, do I place it? Should I place it facing the windows? No, I don't want to do that. Let's have everything facing the back wall here. So we're placing 2 tables. We're going to build one for now. Kind of like a desk with our chair there. And our old computer, because we can't quite afford... It doesn't unlock to the year 1990. Well, the modern computer anyway. So we need that. We're also going to need... The temperature will vary a lot in this room. So we need to add radiators and ventilation. So let's add in some radiators then. I feel like I should place it over this side. Let's place one just there and some ventilation. Now, it's quite a large room, so I feel like we need to place in a few more. It might be 2 of each. There we go. We got the heating and the ventilation all in. Sweet. And we can also bring down the walls. I can toggle to have the walls down, so it's a little bit easier to see. This tree is slightly annoying. I can't really get rid of that tree, can I? Oh no, that's the room. Can't really get rid of that tree. It's so annoying. I have to build a new room for it to get rid of it. I think, anyway. I think. Okay, so we got our room there. We got our little computer room, our office, and there's also stuff. Our employees have needs. Now, the needs they have is hunger and bathroom. They're kind of the 2 needs early on. Now, I don't feel like I'm going to have enough money to take care of these needs straight away. I mean... Let me just see how much it would cost. I might try and get rid of this room as well with this tree, because it's slightly in the way. Okay, so 100? Oh, and it costs 100. Okay, let me build 2. We'll have a slightly larger kitchen area room. We need standard doors. Keep it nice and simple. And windows. We're going to go nice and simple on the windows. Let's bring the walls back up. So these 2 rooms, one of them is going to be the toilet, where they can go relieve themselves, because they will need toilet breaks. And the other one's going to be a kitchen. So I've got those in. Let's bring those walls down. So needs, we got a refrigerator, which is going to cost us 100. I need to put in some. Let's start with the toilet. How much does the toilet cost? Oh, it's only 90. Okay. Office, place in a table, because in the needs we're also going to place in an espresso machine. Sweet. Now we're down to 600, which might not seem a lot, and it really is not quite a lot. So we actually now need to start doing some work. Okay, so there's various things we need to take care of first. So at the moment, we've only got 1 employee. So we're in pause mode at the minute. And that 1 employee, that sole employee, is myself, because I haven't hired anybody just yet. Now there's many things we can actually do to develop and earn money. We can go to develop software, which can create operating systems, visual tools, game engines, games and stuff like that. Or we can do contract work, which at the start of the game is kind of what you want to go for the most, the contract work. Because it's simple, it's easy to do, and it can build up your bank balance. Now there's a lot of other things we need to take care of, eventually as we progress through the game. And that's stuff like hiring there's different types of employees in terms of programmers, designers, marketers. If I go to hire employees, you can see we have the different types of employees we could potentially hire. But we also have stuff like hiring a maintenance person, hiring someone to clean our offices, IT support, even a receptionist. That we can basically build a reception. So there's lots of things we need to take care of, but we don't have much money. And the goal at the moment is purely earning money. Well, enough money not only to survive, but to keep the office running before we eventually employ more staff. Now then, the only means for my employee to get here is by the bus, as we have a bus stop here. Now, if I go back to build mode, there is stuff like roads here where I can build car parks, and eventually, we'll have this Megatronic building with loads of rooms and offices and all kinds of stuff. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing. So hopefully we can get that far. So before, it's 10 o'clock in the morning. If I go to manage employees, we got me, SENIAC. I'm quite good with the core stuff, or the coding stuff. And you can see here my team is selected to core because we can have multiple teams and have as many developers per team which work on individual projects, which is pretty sweet. So then the first thing we're going to do is get some contract work. Now it's very important that we read what the contract work basically is. So if I change it by months, so it's only going to take a month to basically create this, and I simply selected to have each month be at least 1 day long, so we should get this within a day. You can see here the company McChicken Fan Corp need a small logistics application. The recommended team size is 1. This is very important. We don't want to put less members or more members because that's a waste of people working on it. Artists is around about 50%. We're not too good on it. Required quality is good, so we get £650 up front and then £2,800 when it's done. If we don't do it on time or anything like that, you can see the penalties that incurs. So we're going to accept that work. We got that there, and you can see it now pops up on the right hand side. We can then assign. If we had different teams, we could select what team we wanted to assign to it, but we're ready. So when we start to develop, we got to get past this blue line. Once it's past that blue line, that's kind of like the standard it wants each stage to get to. So I put this into fast forward mode until my employee arrives. It shouldn't be too long. I'm gonna probably, should I skip until he gets here? Right, here he is. He's here. And straight away, if I put it into play mode, you can see he's already started to dirty the floor. What's going on? This is where you need to hire a cleaner to sort that stuff out. But we don't have the money to hire a cleaner. So he's on a coffee break there. He's got some coffee. So let's fast forward it in. You can see as he develops, that now increases. And as soon as it gets to that blue line, that's kind of like the basis to where we want to get it to. So I'm going to pause it as soon as it hits it. Boom, he's hit it. Now we could overdevelop and improve the game, but as we kind of are on a time limit and we need to get some money kind of funded into the company as soon as possible, we're going to leave it to 100%. Now you see on the left here, we got 653 for just accepting the contract, so that's helped us a little bit. So now we're going to select develop and pull it into its alpha stage. So I go back to fast forward, and that's going quite quick. And we'll pause that again. And now we can go to promote, where it's now going to do the beta. Wait, is that finished? Yes, that's finished. We can now release it. So by releasing it, we now finished the contract and got a net worth of 2,800. So we now got a total of 3,785 in the bank. That is so cool. That is so cool. And also, when you select rooms, you can see kind of the standards here, the lighting, the kind of environment, the decibels, and the temperature. And we need to keep an eye on that, because if the rooms aren't good, in terms they're too loud, the temperature's too hot, too cold, or the environment's not that pleasant to work in, or it's not adequate lighting, our employees don't kind of function to their full capability. So we need to keep an eye on that. So we got that out of the way. Let's get them two out of the way there. We can now go into our new contract. Let's get a new one. Another logistics application. So this time it's from, this must be Muck Chicken Corp's competitor. Muck Chicken Stop. And there's no artist work on this. This one required good quality. So let's accept this one then. We accept this one. We've got our core team working on there, which is only one person. So let's put this into play mode. And you can see he now starts to bash away. Young sir. Let's get a good angle here. Look at those techniques. Let's look at him through the window. He's bashing that retro Mac as hard as he possibly can. We got all kinds of ones and zeros coming out of his face. This is pretty cool. This is pretty cool. So let's back out a bit then. Let's back out a bit. So we're going to fast forward a little bit more. Now he's gone home for the day. So at 4 o'clock, he calls it a day and he waits for the bus. So we've still got 1 month left. We should finish this tomorrow. So we can fast forward until he gets on the bus. Now this happens every time. And now we have to wait till the next day. And we can use this skip button, which skips unused time until someone arrives at the office. So we just wait now. The bus has come. And myself has got here. If I had a car park, he would drive his own car here and park. Which again saves a lot more time because they're not standing around waiting for buses. So let's fast forward this one and try and get this project out the door. Where are we? We're almost at 100%. Boom, we're at 100%. Let's develop that further. Can we get this one to 100%? Sweet. Now promote. Put into play mode. All the bugs are out, and we can now release this, and we got our full wage there. So now on to 5,600. We're starting to make a little bit of money. That heading to bankruptcy has now disappeared. Now you can see we lost money on the previous month, which was yesterday, because we completed one, but we didn't quite complete one. And also with all the building work that we did, it kind of outweighs what we kind of earned. So profit. Where's profit? Our net profit was last month 3,000. We spent a lot on kind of building the place and stuff like that, so that's pretty crazy. Right, so where are we? We've done that. Let's accept. Maybe we could get another one done. So this is the city stop, and they want a small logistics application as well. So this is our third logistics application. Required quality needs to be bad. Well, required. Anything better is probably good. But let's accept that then. So there's not too much strain on these projects that we're kind of being told to develop. So you can see the bar is now a lot lower because it doesn't need to be developed that much because the quality is bad. But that's fine because it means we can create these applications a lot quicker. Now let's get those bugs out of the way and release this. Sweet. Okay, we are actually starting to make quite a bit of money. And it comes to that time now. Do I want to hire a new member? Because if I go to contract work, we got game assets, which these take 2 months to create, but you can see we get a lot more money for them. Do we have all these one team size? We got a 2 team size there, 2 team size, 1 team size. We still got quite a few 1 team sizes, so we can probably hang out a little bit for a second member, but I'm going to accept that work. I may potentially hire a cleaner. Not just yet. It's only at 88. It's not good. It's not good, but it's not bad by any means just yet. So we're accepting that. Now this is going to take 2 months to develop. It's going to take twice as long, but we're going to get over double the money this time, which is cool. Now then, decibels is 10%, which is good. We don't really have good enough lighting. I mean, we got windows. Windows are fine, but we could do with some lamps in there. So when our guy now disappears on the bus, he got into that bus pretty weird then. Right, we're going to go back into build mode. Let's go to objects, lighting. Now then, let's see. Do we go for a floor lamp? Makes light, but is also in the way. Or a desk lamp, or do I stick a lamp above our table? Let's try that, and I'm also going to get some decoration and stick a plant. That's a floor plant? There's a table plant. No, there. So that should change the environment slightly. You can see it's now increased to 91%. It's not going to go to a full 100% until we've actually cleaned the dirtiness in this floor. Yeah, that's pretty dirty. But I'm not going to hire a cleaner until next month. So we'll skip until the unused time. We got our employee in and working away. Right, he's gone to get his coffee there, his little coffee in the morning. He's now working away, bashing this keyboard beyond all belief. Damn, he's so good. He's so fancy. Right, we were close to 100%. And boom, 100%. We're now playing into its alpha stage. Let's fast forward that. Oh, and he's gone home for the day. Now, you see what I mean by it takes twice as long to do this kind of development stage? Because now it takes twice as long, which is going to take longer to complete each stage. So we now got 0 months left, so we literally have to do it this day. It's got to be done today, this game, this logistics application, so let's say. So, we're going to keep an eye on the time, making sure it doesn't get to all the way up there quite quick. Oh, this is going to be pushing it a bit. This is going to be pushing it a bit. I'm going to have to promote it right now. Yeah. Now, I didn't want to promote it so early, but you can now tell that the effect on the room is having an effect on my actual person. So bugs, pause, out, release. Now, we got a little bit less money than what we would have done, but we got it out the door soon away. So this is a good demonstration for how the room can affect your employee. So I didn't quite meet the targets for each day. That's not because my character isn't trained well enough. We haven't trained him yet. That's not the fact. That's because the room is now affecting his performance and he's just kind of slacking that little bit. So I think it's good that we now go to hire a cleaner. So they're going to arrive at 8 in the morning and they're going to depart. Or we can choose to go 8 in the morning and they then depart at 12. That sounds pretty cool. So they'll come in, they'll clean, do what they need to do and then head home at 12 o'clock. Sweet. Okay, so let's go to play. Well, let's pause it quickly and let's get a new contract work for tomorrow when he comes in. So let's stick with a low one then. So let's go for another 1 month one. Let's accept that work. And we're now just going to have to wait till he comes in tomorrow. So let's skip time as soon as he gets on that bus. And as soon as someone comes in. So you can now see the cleaner who's all in purple. Hey there, cleaner. How's it going? You going to clean? He's cleaning. If you select the room now, you can see it's gone up to now 95%. So this is going to have a great deal of effect now on our kind of coding skills. It now increases. Going to the kitchen, he's cleaning. Sweet! Sweet cleaner. He's bald as well. I wonder how old he is. He's now... What's he doing? Oh, he's still cleaning. It's quite a weird... I don't know why that is. Is it a mop or a broom? It looks like a broom, but it's a weird effect. Are you going to sleep? I mean, there's a little bit of dirt right there, sir. You can't go to sleep straight away. You damn fool. Okay. Fast forward then. We're going to try and get this out the door. Boom. Development stage. Let's fast forward that. Now, are we going to get there in time? That's the question. We may have to make this one early too. No, we're going to just about get it. Sweet. Promote. As they put that into... kind of play that, get the bugs out, bugs are all out, and release it. So we got our net profit there. We're very close to getting out 20,000. So can we start some contract work straight away? So embedded systems. So now the company Cow Corp want a small embedded system. Not really high on the artist, but the quality needs to be good. Is there any I could use? No, we'll go for that one because it's solely a 1 month project. So let's fast forward then. He's designing away. He's going home for the day. Let's fast forward then. Let's get him in the next day. Sweet. He should arrive. Now we got a little bit of a head start on the on this project. So we should be able to do good. We're going to pause it once it hits the 100%, because it saves that little bit of time for me. Develop. Next stage. Oh man, we're so good. We're so fancy. We're going to release this software. Okay, we're to 20,000. I think it's now time we hire a new employee. So we got our cleaner. He's doing good. He's doing pretty fantastic. Let's check our monthly profits here. So our expenses last month are for HR, human resources, 600 a month, which is our cleaner. Maintenance, 419. So that totals just over £1,000 a month is our expense. So as long as we're earning at least £1,000 a month, then we're making profit, which is good. Okay, we're making quite a bit of profit because we're at 20k. So then, let's get a build mode in here. Now, our new guy won't arrive till tomorrow anyway, so let's just get our desks in here. Do I place him next to him or further up? Or should I... This is where do I place him now? Our new guy. Let's... Should we have him facing this way? That one there? Nah. This seems a bit weird now how I could do this. Like that, and then have his chair here. Create that little L shape. It looks pretty sweet. Yeah. And we can have another one backing onto it and another one along here when we eventually get further and further and expand. Okay, that sounds cool. Right. So let's get the same kind of stuff in that we have around this guy here. Another lamp there. I don't know if that's going to be a bit overkill with the lighting. We'll see how it goes. So we need a table. There we go. Tabletop plant. Right, how does that, if I just go to play, how does that affect the room? Now, we've got enough lighting, not too much going on here. Let's get another contract because we've been wasted here. So this, it needs to be a grate. Okay, let's get that jump start on the day by accepting that work. And while he works away, let's go to hire a new employee. Now, I'm going to pick another programmer, and I'm going to spend up to 600 just to kind of begin looking. And let's specialize him let's specialize him also in system and begin looking. If you don't have a lot of funds to increase in your insurance account, which will decrease the amount of high quality applicants. You sure you want to continue? Yeah, why not? Why not? Okay, so let's change it by the score, or should I change it by salary? No, by score. Who's relatively cheap? What's the cheapest salary is 1,200 versus 1,900. So in the middle, this guy, Rocco, yeah. Or not. No, Erin. He's got a score of nearly 9. And he's fairly cheap. Let's interview him. So he's big with the coding as well. And his compatibility is good. Now, I'm not going to hire any additional people, people who's going to be design artists or marketers just yet. We want to get my sole programming team up and running. So we'll hire this guy. This guy seems pretty cool. Erin, let's get him. Let's hire this guy. You have unlimited funds to sustain your company. If you want to hire Erin, are you sure you want to do it? Yeah. I feel like we could sustain him because it means we can now move on to higher contracts with 2 people. But he won't arrive until tomorrow anyway. So, yeah. Not much we can do there. So we get this up. Pause. Develop. Where can we get this up to? Okay, he's gone home for the day. So Erin should arrive tomorrow. So let's skip until there you go. So wage negotiations. He wants to negligate. Let's adjust him. Accept that. A little bit less than what he originally wanted. Yeah, he's here. He's definitely here. Right. Oh, it's a woman. Sorry, Erin. You are a woman. I'm so sorry. I apologise. Well, let's promote this. Now, they should get them bugs out. We'll keep in play mode. We're fixing these bugs. And they're all out now. Okay, so let's release that. We got our contract work there. We got our money. We're at 20k still. So if I go to manage teams, you can now see our core team has a count of 2 people. The compatibility is 106%, which is it's better than 100%. So we're doing good. They arrive at 8 and they go home at 4. Okay, that sounds pretty fair enough. So if I go to manage my employees, you can now see that we could possibly change or educate Erin, who I thought was a man, but it turns out he's a woman. So that was useful to know. We can change the roles, we can even educate, change team and stuff like that. So we need to keep an eye on that. And compared to me, Erin's not as good as me. Has the tiniest amount of art, but is more purely coding. So we got 2 strong coders within our core team, which is good. That's reasonably good. So let's get some more contract work then. Should we attempt something with a size 2 team? What's going on here? Recommended team size 2. It's game assets, and yeah, let's give it a go. Rise and shine Monday morning. Code away, people. Code away. So we got 2 of them working on this, so this should do pretty well. This should do pretty well. So we're closing 100% now. There we go. So let's put it into development stage and fast forward. They're going to go home now anyway. We'll skip now to the next day. We've got 2 months to work on this, and we're already in the alpha stage, which is very good. That's very good. So okay, we're now working away. We're going good. We're doing good here. We're doing very good. Can we get up to our bug bash stage straight away? Come on, we can do it. We can do it. Promote. Let's play this. No, let's fast forward it a bit. They're going to go home anyway. We'll play mode. Will they get there in time or will they go home? I feel like they're going to go... Oh! You cheeky monkeys. Let's release that. Released it and got 7,800. Damn. Let's get rid of these now from our list. Damn, we're up to 27,000. We got 2 employees. Beautiful. Can we see them through the window? Wait, Erin's took my desk. I've just realised Erin has took my desk. That strange person. That strange person. But there we go, guys. Nice and simple. This is Software Inc. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you leave a like on the video down below. A comment on if you enjoyed it. And if you did enjoy it, guys, make sure you let me know, because this could potentially be a new series if I can continue to do it. So yeah, let me know. I'm trying to get a good enough angle here. This is so weird. The tree's in the way. That freaking tree is in the way. Wait, did he blink then? I don't know. I don't freaking know. So yeah, guys, if you enjoyed this, make sure you leave a big like on the video down below. If you're new around here, make sure you subscribe, and this could potentially become a new series. So yeah, let's go out on a huge bang. This has been Software Inc. And I'll see you next time, guys. So yeah, goodbye. Let's get these greens in. Can't really do much with that at the moment. At the moment. Okay. Right, play it cool. Play it cool. Any bows? Almost. Yes. Bows. Bing-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling. Right, let's give it the teddy bear now, because there's quite a few hearts around. Quad feed. Boom. This is so good. Okay. Boom. 9 moves remaining. Ooh.